Gemini, this is your February 2020 forecast reading. If you'd like a personal reading from me or one of those incredible soulmate readings or any of the other readings that I offer, please go to my website. You'll see the link is in the description box below. Right, 3 sections to this reading for this month. There's the Lenormand cards, which is the fated elements coming in. Then I've done an extended relationship reading because February 14th is Valentine's Day. And we'll finish up with a tarot reading. Right, so the Lenormand cards, the energies coming into your life, the energies that will be prevalent in your life this month, the month of February. The first card is the letter, the second one is the lady, the third one is the tree, the fourth one is the staircase, and the fifth one is the bird cage or the key, with the key. So the story that is being told here is news comes in or a letter comes in. It's more like letter comes in. But you're kind of expecting this. So it's not unexpected. You are sitting there and you are waiting for this and you are kind of expectant that it's good news. Okay, so you are awaiting good news. You are awaiting something positive. You are awaiting something uplifting, something that will warm your heart. And this letter arrives. Now, when I say letter, it's probably in this day and age an email, right? But when the Lenormand cards were designed, there were no emails. But it's quite possibly an email. It could even be some written kind of communication. It could be a letter that arrives. But you've been waiting for this. And you've been waiting for this with positive expectations. This information, this letter, this email, whatever it may be, has far-reaching effects for you. It's something that's possibly been in the works for quite a while. You may find that it's something you've been planning for almost your entire life. I get that message for some of you. Entire life you've been planning for this, waiting for this moment. And it's going to reach far into your future too. The Kabbalah tree or that tree has to do with all the aspects of life, all the parts that make up your life. So this is quite an all-encompassing informational letter or email that comes in. It leads up to you needing to make a choice. A decision about a choice, an either-or kind of decision. That staircase choice is always about there's no clear-cut yes or no, or this is the right decision or that is the wrong decision. As you can see, both doorways are lit up. Both hold potential. Both hold promise. It just needs to be a decision, just needs to be a choice that you make. But there's no clear-cut this is right and that's the wrong one. I think all it requires from you is a choice, a decision to be made, that final decision. What it does is it then unlocks that potential for you. Can you see she's holding the rose in the final card? The rose is locked in the cage, but now the door's open. That key has unlocked the cage and the rose is now, it's open. The potential is there. The promise is there for the future. So this choice or decision that you make then opens up your future for you, opens up the story from whatever that email or letter brought to you, the information it brought for you. That story can now unfold. It can take a step further. It can go further. But it is going to require some kind of decision from you first. Some kind of either or decision, or really just making your mind up about something. That unlocks the potential. Making up your mind unlocks the potential is the message I'm getting for you. So maybe you've been a bit ambivalent about something, but information comes in, an email comes in, a letter comes in, which finally forces you to the point where you actually need to make a choice. And once you've done that, you then find that it opens up your future for you. It opens, the story starts unfolding, the potential then really shows itself. If we move on to your relationship cards, I'm going to read what it says on the cards, then I'll tell you the story. The first one is retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. The second one is keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. The third one says you deserve love. You are lovable. And the final card for your relationships is worth waiting for divine timing is at work in your love life. So those of you that are looking for relationships, let's tell your story first. It's perhaps time for Gemini in February. It's not going to be online. It's not going to be via your mobile phone. It's not going to be that kind of place where you find that divine relationship or that soulmate you were looking for. This is more about finding the perfect relationship it's definitely an indication that you will find a partner in a place different to where you usually look. And it's interesting because this has come up in virtually every single reading that I've done for February. If you're looking for a partner, that place where you normally look, that way you normally find a partner, the kind of partner you look for, that's not what's going to be happening in February. In February, this is someone very different from who you usually connect with. This is someone to be found in a different place than you normally connect with them. You probably mostly nowadays seem to be an online story. You know, you connect through the internet somehow, through your mobile phone, most likely your cell phone. And this person is not going to be found there. This person, if you disconnect from that, you get away from that, you are more likely to find somebody. They are also not your usual type. This is someone new, someone totally, and when I say new, totally new, not your type. You may overlook them. I get that message for a lot of Geminis. You're going to overlook them at first. But they will cross your path again, and hopefully you will realize or have listened to this video and know, oh, okay, I should actually take a second look at that person. Because this is actually the kind of person who's going to give you the kind of response, reaction that you would really like from a relationship. But they're going to be attentive, they're going to be respectful, they're going to be kind, they're going to make you feel loved. So keep an eye out for that out-of-the-box person, the kind of person you normally would overlook, the kind of person you possibly do overlook the first time. Divine timing is at work here, so this is a kind of person who was set to meet you, your destiny, set out this moment in time to meet that person, okay? So they're destined at this moment in time for you to meet them. Keep an eye out for them and know they're not going to be in your normal place, and they're not going to be your normal kind of person that you date either. For those of you in established relationships, it's also time to disconnect. Put the mobile phone down for a while. Get away from it for an entire weekend if you can. Spend some quality time with your partner. Get to understand that your partner may have facets to them. They may have grown over time and you may not have noticed. So give them a chance. Get to know them again, because you might be totally amazed at who the person is now. They may actually then respond with the kind of attention that you've been wanting from your relationship. They make you feel appreciated once again. Once again, this is also divine timing at work. This time is destined in your life story now to happen. So it has quite an impact if you go with the flow, if you do disconnect from all the electronic toys and all the feedback and all the rest of it, and you actually spend some quality time with your partner, getting to know them again instead of assuming you do know everything about them. You may find that that relationship then becomes a kind of attentive, a caring, lovable relationship that you want. And remember, this is divine timing. Remember, the universe has marked this moment in time for you. So make the best use of it. If we move on to your tarot cards, the 3 tarot cards you get is the Ace of Earth. You get the Major Arcana number 3, which is the youth in this tarot deck. And you get the 8 of Fire. Now, the Ace of Earth is the potential, the seed for material abundance, for growth and expansion on the earthly level, okay? So that is what is happening for you in February. The seed is planted. We saw that in your Lenormand cards, didn't we? That seed is planted. It has true potential for growth, true potential for expansion and abundance on the earthly level. And February really sees that energy in your life. The youth then says you are stepping forth on the new section of your journey. This isn't a brand new journey because it's not the child, it's the youth. You have some experience, you have some knowledge, you have some wisdom that you've accumulated. You have the dog or the wolf with you, which is the way shower. In other words, on an inner level, you have something or someone showing you the way, guiding you on where to go. And the 8 of Fire, the 8 for me is always I always want to say the blood, sweat, and tears card. When you've done the work, you've done the inner work and the outer work. The 8 of Fire is about that next push of momentum. When you've done that first part of the journey and now you're stepping into the next section of your journey. But you have the enthusiasm, you have the spontaneity still. Not as much as you had with the child card, because that's kind of an innocent spontaneity. You have more of a worldly wise spontaneity now, but it's still there. There's still a drive and enthusiasm and a way forward, and that that impetus, that kind of push to go forward. But you have learned some lessons already, but you're ready for the next step of your journey, and here it comes. Especially by the end of February, you're going to find yourself stepping into that next leg of your journey, and it can be any part of your life here. It can be relationship. I see for many of you in relationships, but it can be in other parts of your life. But for a lot of you, this is relationship energy. You're stepping into the next level of your relationship. You're stepping into the next level of relationships. And this always affects all parts of your life. You know, we like to say, well, our relationships, our career, our spiritual life is our spiritual life, but they're all very entwined. When one falls in love, all aspects of life just go better, don't they? But this applies to anything in life. You'll find when your relationships improve, when your relating improves, all other areas of life actually start to improve as well. So you are set to this next level of your journey. You set the next step of your journey to improve your relationships and relating. And this sets you forth. Oddly enough, not oddly enough, I say oddly enough because of the way we think, but it sets you forth, planting the seeds for great potential for the future on the material level of your life. But you have that fire energy to drive you as well. It's a very nice reading, Gemini, for February. Very nice energy here for you. Something is unlocked. Something shows potential. It does require a choice or decision from you, though. I hope that you enjoyed that reading. If you would like to book or purchase readings, I'll just repeat again. Please go to my website. The link is in the description box below. Wishing you much love and blessings for the month ahead.